Why do so many people remain trapped in the cycle of poverty, even though they often work just as hard, or harder, than those who become wealthy? The truth is, it usually comes down to mindset and daily habits. Wealth is rarely the result of a single windfall or an extraordinary stroke of luck. More often, it is the outcome of small, consistent actions performed over years. Conversely, poverty often stems from small, harmful behaviors that compound in the wrong direction. The good news is, once you identify and correct these habits, you can begin to reverse the cycle and build a life of abundance. In this video, we'll explore 5 of the most common habits that keep people poor, and more importantly, we'll discuss how you can break them and start moving toward financial freedom. Habit number 1. Living beyond your means. Living beyond your means is one of the most pervasive and destructive financial habits, yet it is surprisingly easy to fall into, especially in today's consumer-driven society. Everywhere you turn, you are bombarded with messages encouraging you to spend. New gadgets, luxury vacations, designer clothes, subscription services, and lifestyle upgrades. Social media amplifies this pressure, showcasing curated glimpses of other people's seemingly perfect lives, which can create a constant sense of inadequacy and the urge to keep up. This often leads to spending more than you earn, financed by credit cards, personal loans, or other forms of debt. The result is a vicious cycle. As debt accumulates, interest payments consume more of your income, leaving even less room for saving or investing. Over time, this prevents the accumulation of assets and locks you into a paycheck-to-paycheck existence. How to break it? The first step is awareness. Track every expense for an entire month. This will reveal spending patterns and highlight unnecessary expenditures. Next, create a budget that prioritizes saving and investing. Focus on distinguishing between needs and wants. Practice delayed gratification by postponing non-essential purchases and setting clear financial goals. Most importantly, commit to living below your means, even as your income grows. This single habit can create a powerful foundation for long-term wealth. Habit number 2. Not paying yourself first. Many people approach saving with the mindset that they will save whatever money is left over at the end of the month. Unfortunately, this rarely works because lifestyle expenses tend to expand to match available income. As a result, saving becomes inconsistent, and wealth accumulation stalls. Wealthy individuals take the opposite approach. They pay themselves first, treating saving and investing as non-negotiable priorities rather than afterthoughts. This ensures that a portion of their income is consistently allocated toward building wealth, regardless of fluctuating expenses or temptations. How to break it? Set up automatic transfers to a separate savings or investment account immediately upon receiving income. Treat this like paying a bill. It happens first, not last. Start with a manageable percentage, such as 10%, and gradually increase it over time. The key is consistency. By making saving automatic, you remove willpower from the equation and create a powerful wealth-building habit that compounds over time. Habit number 3. Fear of investing. A significant barrier that keeps many people poor is an irrational fear of investing. They perceive investing as too risky or too complex, often due to a lack of education or negative past experiences. As a result, they avoid it entirely, leaving their money in low-interest savings accounts where it loses value to inflation. Meanwhile, those who understand investing leverage it as one of the most effective tools for building wealth over time. They recognize that the greatest risk is not market volatility but failing to grow their money at all. How to break it? Begin by educating yourself about the fundamentals of investing. You don't need to become an expert overnight. Start with reputable books, podcasts, and online resources. Focus on long-term, diversified strategies such as index fund investing. Automate contributions to investment accounts to ensure consistency. Understand that short-term market fluctuations are normal, but over the long term, disciplined investors are rewarded. The most important step is to start, even with small amounts, and allow compounding to work in your favor. Habit number 4. Short-term thinking. Short-term thinking is one of the most insidious habits that keep people financially stuck. It manifests as a constant focus on immediate gratification rather than long-term goals. This mindset leads to impulsive spending, lack of planning, and a failure to invest in the future. People with short-term thinking prioritize today's pleasures, dining out, entertainment, shopping, over building assets that will provide lasting security. In contrast, wealthy individuals think in decades. They understand that true financial freedom requires patience, discipline, and a willingness to delay gratification. How to break it? Develop a clear long-term vision for your financial life. Set specific, measurable goals such as achieving a certain net worth, buying a home, or retiring early. Break these goals down into actionable steps and align your daily decisions with them. When faced with a spending temptation, ask yourself whether the purchase supports or detracts from your long-term vision. Over time, this mindset shift will naturally lead to better financial choices and greater wealth accumulation. Habit number 5. Not investing in yourself. Failing to invest in personal growth is a subtle yet powerful habit that can keep people poor. Many individuals stop learning after formal education ends. They neglect to develop new skills, expand their knowledge, or cultivate relationships that can lead to new opportunities. In a rapidly evolving economy, this stagnation severely limits earning potential and career advancement. Wealthy individuals understand that the best investment is often in themselves. They prioritize continuous learning, skill development, and relationship building, knowing that these efforts pay exponential dividends over time. How to break it? Adopt a growth mindset. Commit to lifelong learning through books, courses, workshops, and mentorships. Regularly assess your skills and identify areas for improvement. Invest time in building a strong professional network. Surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you. By consistently upgrading your knowledge and skills, you increase your value in the marketplace and create new pathways to wealth. Why these habits matter now? Breaking these habits is more important than ever in today's rapidly changing world. Inflation erodes purchasing power. Technological disruption reshapes industries. Job security is less certain. Traditional career paths offer diminishing returns. At the same time, unprecedented opportunities exist for those who adopt the right mindset and habits. The global economy is more accessible than ever, with tools and platforms that can accelerate wealth building for those who know how to use them. By cultivating the habits of financial discipline, long-term thinking, and continuous learning, you position yourself to thrive in this new landscape. How the wealthy think differently. Wealthy individuals approach money with a fundamentally different mindset. They prioritize assets over liabilities, focusing on building streams of income that grow over time. They embrace calculated risks rather than avoiding them. They think long-term, often planning across generations. They invest heavily in themselves and their networks. Perhaps most importantly, they automate their wealth-building processes, allowing compounding to work relentlessly in their favor. They understand that consistent, intentional actions, not occasional big wins, are what create lasting financial success. Practical steps to start today. Begin by tracking your expenses meticulously for the next 30 days. Set up automatic savings and investment contributions. Define clear long-term financial goals and align your daily actions with them. Commit to reading at least one personal finance or personal development book each month. Regularly seek out opportunities for skill building and relationship cultivation. Remember, transformation doesn't require giant leaps, it requires consistent, incremental progress. Small positive habits, compounded over time, yield extraordinary results. Final thoughts. Remaining in a cycle of poverty is often less about external circumstances and more about internal habits. The encouraging reality is that habits can be changed. By consciously replacing destructive financial behaviors with empowering ones, you can shift your trajectory from scarcity to abundance. Wealth is not reserved for the lucky or the exceptional. It is built by ordinary people who make extraordinary choices consistently over time. Start today. Break the habits that hold you back. Embrace the mindset and actions that lead to wealth. Your future self will thank you. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who are ready to build a better financial future. Disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research or consult with a qualified professional before making investment decisions.